Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be going fishing in my pond. I haven't fished in a while. So yeah, let's get everything loaded up. Alright, so I'm taking my Lew's bait caster, and then I have my backpack full of all my lures and everything. So we're gonna go ahead and get in the Ranger and head back to the pond. Muddy it is or whatever. So I guess we'll see. We're pulling up now, so let's get to fishing. Alright, so I just pulled up and the water level is actually pretty decent. And right when I pulled up, there was fish right on the surface. So I got a little white rooster tail on here. So we're gonna see what we can do with it. I almost forgot, but before we start fishing, we need to spray up a bug spray because the bugs out here are crazy. So we're gonna get sprayed up, and then we're gonna put y'all on the little harness thing, and let's get fishing. All right, so you can see where the water usually is, but it's not as low as it gets sometimes. So we're hopefully it won't be awful, and hopefully we can catch a little something. Oh, there's a fish right there. Maybe a turtle. Hopefully this white is very visible in this water. I guess we'll see if we catch anything. I just had a bite. No. At least we're having some action. I did just have my first bite on the white rooster tail. We're going to cast it right back out in the same spot. Hope that it'll bite again. Hopefully we can get our first fish of the day. I'm not even joking. I have not fished in this pond all summer. So they have not been fished in a good little bit. All right, so I heard something over in this corner, so we're gonna walk over here, cast over here for a little bit in this little open area. Oh, I had a bite right when it hit the water. There is no way. The water is really brown. This pond is so muddy, but this is the pond I've caught my PB bass in, so I'm not complaining. It would be a little nicer if it wasn't as muddy, but like I said, I caught my PB bass in here, so yeah. We gotta get this stuff off of here. The line is starting to turn brown in the spool, but who cares? Hopefully we can catch a fish, and it won't matter. Maybe that'll make the line just blend in a little better. You can see the bait at the top. It's got like leaves all over it. What the heck? There it goes. It's annoying. If we don't get any more bites on this bait, we might switch baits. We might even go to a different pond. I'm not too for sure. But yeah, we'll see. We did have like 2 bites on this bait, so that's pretty good. But we'll see. So I was actually just looking way over there. I'm going to zoom in on it. It is so down over there compared to over here. But hopefully that won't mess us up. In a second, I might put a fluke on, and maybe that can catch us a decent sized bass. And I can cast a fluke a little better. But I'm going to try to cast it under those trees in the shade. See if there's not a fish over there. That was a bad cast. Not where I was trying to go with that, but it's okay. Maybe I can catch a fish on it still. Nope, okay. That was a little better. Not the best though. All right, we're gonna take this off and try to put on something different. Okay, so I'm trying to decide between a fluke and this really white, I don't even know what this is. It's some type of soft plastic though, but it looks really good because it's clear and white. So you should be able to see it really good in this pond with it being so muddy, and it's got a little bit of sparkle in it. So hopefully it'll shimmer in the water. Or there's a fluke. Let me grab that real fast. Which looks like this. This is actually a bigger one. I have some smaller ones, but this is a fluke, and then this, it's almost kind of like a baby fluke, the shape of it, kind of, not really, but yeah, so I think I may go with this, and then if it doesn't work, may tie on a fluke, because I catch a lot of fish on flukes in here. I just heard a fish jump, so we're gonna hurry up and get this tied on and get back out there. We also have these little crawls we might try at some point, probably not today with the water being so muddy, but we might try that in a different pond that's a little clearer water. All right, this is what we got, so now we're just gonna tie it on. All right, we got it all tied on, so now it's just time to throw it out there and hopefully catch us a good sized bass. Just cast it a little, that way I can see what it looks like in the water. Does not look bad. I don't even know if you can see it or not with that camera angle, but it's not, holy cow. You can see the hook all the way through it. It's crazy. All right. Now, the sun's kind of behind the trees. Get out of here. Oh. So the whole pond's a little shaded now. Yo, that actually looks pretty good underwater. We're gonna cast it more into the cove and then reel it through the cove, or whatever this area is called. Casted right on a stick, so that got me a little nervous, but we're good. All right, see if we can get it under those trees. There we go, a little bit. only 1:52, so I got a good little while I can fish for. Been thinking about doing a budget fishing challenge from Walmart. So if you would like to see that video, if you would like me to do a budget fishing challenge from Walmart only, then just comment down below budget fishing challenge and I can make that happen. My line is actually getting so dirty from over there. My whole pole is in there, so we're not gonna fish over there anymore because it's actually so dirty in there. I don't even know, that might could mess it up. I'm not too for sure. But we're gonna go try to cast under here because it's not as muddy. In this little shady area. Oh, right in the tree, but I saved it. There we go. I was right on the bank. Yo, how am I caught? What am I caught on? Bro. I swear. So, there we go. Finally. Alright, we're just not gonna cast over there anymore. There we go. There we go. Oh, this is a dink. First bass of the video. First fish of the video. Dang, he swallowed that thing, but he swallowed it. But that is a tiny fish. He swallowed it. Let's fix our lure. Let's look at this thing. We don't even have to weigh this thing in because it's so tiny. But first fish of the video. At least we caught one today. I don't even know how it swallowed it. That thing's mouth is tiny. But I'm not going to go down there because I have slides on. But he swam off. I saw him. So, first fish of the video. Let's go. He may have been tiny, but at least we caught something today. We're just going to... Oh, my gosh. Backlash. We'll skip through this. All right, I fixed the backlash. Now let's just reel it in. That thing actually swallowed that. That's so crazy. I felt it get a bite. I was like, oh, I got a fish. I couldn't tell if it was big or not, how it was biting. That thing was tiny. That's honestly probably one of the tiniest bass I've ever caught. My spool is actually so dirty in there. I don't even know if you can see it. It's so dirty though. May run a hose through it later when I get home. I need to fix my lure. It's not swimming too well. Let's fix it. Up on here. Maybe it is fixed. Okay. If I catch a big one, I'll weigh it in. But, oh my gosh. That one was not worth weighing in. This is actually so messed up. There we go. There we go. Oh, that's gonna go right in the limb. We're gonna go back over here. Just, oh, I thought that was a fish right there. Swims at an angle. I don't know why, but we caught a fish on it, so I don't care. It's getting so muddy. Thank y'all for watching, and if y'all want to see the budget fishing challenge, then comment budget fishing challenge and I will do that from Walmart. So see y'all next time.